Hi everyone, it's Alia or Cake Legend, and today's video is a recipe video. We're going to be making some pumpkin spice snickerdoodle cookies. To start, you're going to grab a microwave safe bowl, put it on your scale, and measure out 113 grams of butter, preferably unsalted, but if you do use salted butter, just skip the salt later. Heat that up until it's completely liquid and then set it to the side to cool. In the meantime, we're going to measure out our dry ingredients. So grab another bowl, put it on your scale, and measure out 185 grams of all-purpose flour, a quarter of a teaspoon of baking powder, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of pumpkin spice, and a quarter teaspoon of salt, which you can skip if you used salted butter. Now we're just gonna whisk that all together until it's nice and combined and then set it aside. Now grab another bowl, a good medium-sized one, and set that on your scale, and we're gonna measure out the sugars. 100 grams of white granulated sugar and then 50 grams of brown sugar. You can also use a golden brown sugar instead, however your cookies will not be as soft. Now that we have these all measured out, we're going to go ahead and add in that melted butter, which should be cooler now, and then we're going to mix this. With my electric hand mixer, I beat it on a medium-high speed until it was lighter and fluffier. This probably took no more than 2 minutes. And then it should look something like this. Next, we're going to add our pumpkin puree, and this actually acts as a substitute for eggs, so these cookies are actually eggless. We're going to measure out 95 grams of that, and then for the vanilla, you can use vanilla extract or vanilla bean paste, and I just added a little splash. If you want a measurement though, I would say a quarter of a teaspoon. Now we're going to mix all of that together until it's well incorporated. This also shouldn't really take longer than a minute, and then it should look like this. Now it's time to add that dry ingredient mixture that we prepared earlier. You're just going to want to add this in 3 or 4 stages. Just add a little bit in and then mix it together, add the next little bit, mix it again, and repeat until all of your dry mix is fully incorporated into the batter. You're going to want to mix this a good amount, as the more you mix, the more gluten you develop in the flour, which contributes to the chewiness of the cookies. But be careful not to overmix it, because we also don't want them to be tough. And now I'm just going in with my spatula to fold in any of the last little bits of flour that were on the side of the bowl. And then our dough should look like this. Now I'm just going to cover this with some saran wrap and then put it in the fridge to chill for at least an hour. And now we're going to prepare the sugar mix that we're going to roll the cookies in before baking. So we're going to take another 100 grams of white granulated sugar, half a teaspoon of cinnamon, and another half a teaspoon of pumpkin spice. Then we're going to just mix that together until it's all combined and even, just like this. Once our dough has finished chilling in the fridge, we're going to take it out, grab a scale. You can put a piece of saran wrap on the scale so you don't get it dirty, and we're going to measure out the cookie dough, roll it into a ball, roll it in the sugar, and then put it on the pan. Each cookie should weigh about 25 to 27 grams, but that's just if you want to be super accurate and make sure that you get the exact amount of cookies or whatever. I think I got 20 cookies out of this recipe, maybe 22. But if you aren't picky about them all being the same size, you can definitely just grab an ice cream scoop to portion, or just a regular spoon. Do whatever works for you. Make the cookies as big as you'd like. However, please note that if you make your cookies a different size from what I'm suggesting here, you're also going to have to adjust your baking times. So I just flatten them a little bit on the tray like this, and then we're going to put them in the oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 8 to 12 minutes. I'm giving a wide range of time because everybody's oven is different. But you just want to bake them until the edges are a little firm to the touch, because you do want these to be nice and soft. Let them cool on the pan after baking for about 5 minutes, and then there you are. You have beautiful, delicious pumpkin spice cookies. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know in the comments if you try out this recipe. Bye!